It's really good to meet you and talk with you. Thank you for taking the time to share with Riverside this morning and to be with us here in the church. I'm excited for everyone to meet you and get to know you. We'll just jump right in. Would you just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit of what you love doing in your free time?
I'm Heidi Paprocki. I love in my free time hanging out and playing with my kids. A lot of free time either playing Legos or playing sports, basketball and soccer.
It's my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
I love reading books. I love watching good movies. And love going for long walks with our dog. With our dog.
And your name is
Donut.
And your name is Papi.
My name is Papi.
But that's a nickname.
This is a nickname. My real name is Piotrek.
So tell us, Heidi and Papi, what do you have a sending ministry organization? How long have you been there doing what you do? And what are two or three of the big things that you guys spend your time doing?
Well, we're part of Crew Ministry, but we're based here in Poland. So we're called Ruch Chrześcijański MT 28, which is
I'll say it too.
He can say it better.
Ruch Chrześcijański MT 28, which stands for crew.
Okay, all right.
I like crew. We've been officially on staff here for about 16 and a half years. And yeah, we spend most of our time either working with athletes and coaches or following up with athletes, coaches, and men who have been involved in the Fourth Musketeer ministry that my husband has recently taken on as his new project. And I get to spend a lot of time not just coaching athletes, but following up and working with athletes, especially as they grow and age out of sport and help find their identity of who they are outside of sport.
Yeah, that's big.
Oh, and probably taking care of our 3 kids. That's what we do a lot of time with too, as well.
Yeah, I just go on walks with our dog.
He goes on walks with the dog. I take care of the 3 kids.
Nico,
just kidding.
Ariana, and Toby. Right? Correct? Did I get
them? Right. Nico, Ariana, and Tobias. Yep.
I failed to mention that I'm also an Uber driver for my kids in the afternoons.
Do they tip?
Sport activities.
Do they tip you?
They rate me 5 stars, but they never tip me.
It's a hollow 5 stars. Hollow. And my third question for you this morning is, how did you first get into this ministry? What did your calling into ministry look like?
Go ahead. She's a true missionary. I'm a fake one because I'm the local one. She's the one that she's like Abraham and Sarah. She left her homeland to follow her husband a long way.
Homeland. Yeah. Well, I grew up playing sports. Sports were always my passion in my life. I was also very much involved in the church as a young kid, and I loved whenever the missionaries came to the church and shared about the things they did and stuff. So I went on several missions growing up when I was in high school and college, and just really felt that was the place I was alive the most. But due to an injury I suffered in high school, it put a big question on whether I'd ever play sports again and what that meant for me personally as a human, as a believer. And I really felt called that I want to help other athletes who go through things like this and help other athletes identify who they are in Christ, how much they are more than just an athlete before they face that trauma of I am nothing without sport, because every athlete will eventually stop playing sport, whether from old age or injury, or just life taking them away from that route. And often as humans, we place our identity in the wrong areas of life, and just being able to help people see that who we are in Christ is much greater than who we are during the work week, or even much greater than who we are when we show up in church on Sunday. But just finding that relationship with God and helping people understand what it means to just be a child of God and to be loved unconditionally.
Thank you. That's great. But Papi, you are working in missions where you are. You're just a local missionary to your home. You came here. How did you get connected here with Riverside then? I don't know if everyone knows that story.
So I got recruited by Mayville State to play basketball for them. So for a kid from Poland to get a scholarship offered to play basketball in the States was a big deal. Even in Mayville, I wasn't quite sure like what and where I'm going, but a scholarship, full ride. Why not try play for Mayville. But I think what really got me connected. I'm gonna mention a few names because I think that was one of the reasons why we are where we are today. So the person that really reached out to me while I was there, I was a very young Christian. I think I was a believer for only a year when I was in Mayville. But Lloyd and Linda were the ones that reached out to me and mentored me and connected me with the church. Then Pastor Scott showed up. So just like listening to sermons, being involved with the youth group, then seeing how the church helps out with crew. I really saw this spiritual movement that I'm like, man, this is. I really wish I saw something like this in Poland, and that really got me started with thinking of becoming a missionary. So after a year, sorry Mayville, I had to leave you because there was an offer to go to Christian college and just to dig deeper into the Bible, and at that point I knew that God is calling me to go back to Poland and bring the gospel to my own people. Only 0.002% are evangelical believers here in Poland. So really big shout out to all the people that raised me there in Mayville and nurtured me. So if I forget anyone, but really just Jim and Betty Leclerc's, all the Johnsons, Dale, Daryl, Neil, John, Paula Petersons, and Arne Guards.
We've got lots of good people, don't we?
Yeah, lots of good people that really took time to really pray for me and just again nurtured me in my faith. Yeah, Terry Palmer, Tim Overmo, and all of these dear brothers.
Everybody that he's naming right now, stand up. If you're here, stand up.
Yeah, I can go on. You can just hug yourself if you hear this. But yeah, the Nelsons. Oh my goodness, I can't forget them. But yeah, I can just go on forever. But that played a huge part in me growing up as a believer. And then in 2007, Heidi and I officially moved together back to Poland to start ministry as part of Crew.
Just one last final question for you guys then. How can people here follow you to learn more about you, to be in prayer for you? Where are places they can find you?
We're the millennials, I guess. So we use Facebook. So yeah, Facebook is Heidi is really great updating stuff on Facebook. I'm sort of sharing whatever she posts. That's my skill, and I'm amazing at sharing. But mainly we are, and we will be informing people through our newsletters. But you can catch us anytime. But I think the best way, to be honest, come and check for yourself. So you're always welcome to come and visit us here.
If you're a handyman, you can come fix things in the house too.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much, Heidi and Papi, for sharing with us this morning. Thank you for everything that you're doing there in Poland and following God's calling. I just speak on behalf of the church and saying we're so blessed to know you and supporting you. And it's such an encouragement to hear from you and have you share in this way. So thank you very much.